Hello everybody, welcome back. This is Pip.
And this is Kiki.
Today we are going to continue playing Office Lovers. Last time we left off on Mahiro, so I'm trying to go ahead and keep playing his.
From that day on, everything changed. He treated me like a normal coworker again and stopped flirting with me. Though the amount of time we spent together and the way he smiled at me was anything but typical. Every time he smiled at me, I didn't know what to do. I wasn't sure how I felt about him. Finally, the day of the meeting came. We headed to the meeting room early to get set up. I was a nervous wreck.
Don't be so worried. I'll help you if you get in trouble.
Okay. He encouraged me and patted my shoulder. Sitting down next to me, he started to look over his papers. Soon enough, the meeting began.
I'd like to kick off the meeting by letting you two present. Okay.
Sure. We stood up and began our explanation of the idea we both came up with. After hearing our explanation and reading the handouts, we answered questions.
Excuse me. I get the concept, but what is your strategy to advertise this?
I was caught completely off guard by the question.
That's a very good question. Please, take a look at this here.
He pulled out a tablet and used the projector to pull up a screen. When in the world did he prepare all of this?
Excuse me. I see you thought this through well.
After that, Mahiro answered some other questions without breaking a sweat. And then,
This helped me learn your strong points, which will help when I assign roles. For now, take a look at the project outline.
he passed information detailing the special project we were all here for.
This has company finances on it, so do not lose this or let anyone else see it.
Okay.
Alright.
Mahiro looked long and hard at the sheet, studying it for information. A few days later, Mahiro and I were called by Mr. Hyogas to his office.
The position for the project has been decided. You two together on perfumes.
Yes, sir.
Great. This is awesome.
He whispered to me excitedly. I was pretty excited to be on a team with him, too. But
It feels like we just beat the first stage of a game or something.
I couldn't shake the feeling my hero was hiding something from me.
End of chapter 1. Alright. Chapter 2.
It was official. Mahiro and I were assigned to work on perfumes as a team.
Here are the details. You can begin working on starting tomorrow.
Okay.
Alright.
We spent the day studying the details and collecting marketing data. Time went by fast, and I barely noticed most of the others had left.
Good work, you two. I'll see you tomorrow.
Good night. One by one, the building emptied, leaving just Mahiro and I all alone. That's all we can do for today. I sent the completed files to Mahiro via email.
Well, it seems like we did a lot for it being our first day on it.
We got lucky because most of what we needed was already done for us.
I'm sure the rest will be fine. Still, I'm just happy we got assigned this.
It's all thanks to you.
Only half thanks to me. You're the other half of this team.
No, I mean, you saved my butt back at the meeting.
Oh, the questions?
Yeah, I didn't come prepared to answer that.
Well, I only realized we might get asked that right before the meeting. I threw something together really quick in case it happened.
You should have told me. I could have at least tried to help.
Sorry, I was so busy with other things I forgot to mention it to you.
That didn't sound like teamwork to me.
It's not like I was hiding it from you. I simply forgot.
I hadn't blamed him for everything, but it seemed like he was making excuses. That made his reaction all the more suspicious.
I'd never lie to the girl I like.
He looked me straight in the eye when he said it. What are you talking about? Not that all over again. Embarrassed, I had to avoid looking at him.
Do you hate me?
With his hand on my shoulder, he whispered into my ear. It was different than a normal whisper. His voice was deep and seductive. I never said that, but...
So I got a chance then.
He smirked at me before placing his lips on my hand. We were all alone in the office late in the night when Mahiro kissed my hand. What do you think you're...
Look, you're all red.
Of course I am. Anyone would be.
You liked it. You wouldn't have let me do it if you didn't want me to. You don't know that, or say nothing?
I don't think we should say anything.
Yeah.
I was stunned. He pulled my hand towards him, guiding me into his arms. What are...
You look so cute when blushing, I just had to.
He rested his head on my shoulder. That doesn't mean you can...
I love you. If you make a face like that in front of me, I can't help myself. I need you. I want you to be only mine. Will you let me hold you?
I felt his whisper in my ear, but his lips were already kissing the side of my neck. Stop, you can't... His soft breath tickled the back of my neck, forcing strange sounds out of me.
You're so sensitive. I'm a little surprised.
His slender fingers twirled and ran through my hair. No, I'm not... Right before I could finish, he gently blew into my ear. My entire body shivered, like I had lost all control of it.
And your ears are too.
Shut up, don't do that.
I wasn't doing anything special. It was just my breath.
He snickered as his hand glides down my body to my skirt.
You're always so composed that hearing you just now feels so naughty.
His arm sneaked inside my skirt, rubbing against the thin stockings running down my legs. Wait, where do you think you're...
Where else? The place you feel the most.
His fingers found their way into my skirt. Why is this even happening in an office of all places? My body began to twitch as the sensation of his fingers arouses me. It would be all over if I pushed him away, and yet I couldn't find it in me to stop him. If this continues any longer... no. His arms wrapped around me from behind. Unable to resist his attack, I closed my eyes. Suddenly, his embrace loosened, and he released me.
Are you scared? You're shaking. Scared? No? Or yeah?
I don't know, maybe we should say no?
Well, I don't know. I mean, maybe we should say yeah, because you're scared of getting caught or something? I mean, which one sounds like you...
Yeah, I mean, that's true. We are in an office and the boss might come in.
So yeah.
Yeah, it's like I'm losing control of my body and I can't stop it. It's scary.
Have you fallen under my spell?
I don't know. That's why I'm scared.
Maybe you wouldn't feel like this if you knew me better.
I don't know. I really didn't know what was happening to me.
Hurry up and fall in love with me already.
Like I'd ever do that.
Say whatever you like, but I'm gonna make you fall for me whether you want to or not.
He smirked and looked into my eyes before drawing his face close and closing his eyes. He was coming in for a kiss. I closed my eyes and waited for it, but was tricked. He kissed my forehead. Surge of disappointment rushed through me. What was I expecting? We shouldn't be doing this. I'm not your girlfriend. I was upset and it showed in my voice. Besides, if we were caught, we'd get in a lot of trouble.
That's why I kissed up here. Did you want it somewhere else instead?
He lifts up my chin and strokes my lips with his thumb. What was it? What did I really want?
If you aren't sure, we can find out. I won't disappoint you, I guarantee it.
I can't refuse. When he looks at me like that, my body won't obey me.
Click.
We shoved off of each other quickly as the door swung open.
You two still here. I'm glad you're working hard, but don't overdo it. There's always tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm just leaving. See you tomorrow, Mahiro. I picked up my bag, held it tight, and left the office as quick as my feet would take me. That was too close. Had the CEO not walked in, we would have kissed for sure. Maybe it wouldn't have stopped at just that. My mind wandered and made me blush just thinking about it.
Ring, ring, ring.
I quickly retrieved the phone from my pocket to see a message from Mahiro. I cautiously tapped the phone, nervous to see what it said.
Sorry about earlier. That probably was a little too much. But what I said was completely true. I really do love you. Believe me.
How serious was he really? I didn't know how much of what he said was true. Unsure of my own feelings, I couldn't think of what to say, so I didn't message back. The next day, I left home for work even earlier than usual. Couldn't even get a wink of sleep last night. I felt so exhausted that I knew work was going to be rough today.
Good morning.
I just sat down when Mahiro came in a few minutes after me. Good morning.
What's wrong? You don't look so hot. Couldn't sleep?
Whose fault is that, I wonder? His cheerful tone ticked me off, so I shot back at him in an annoyed voice.
So you're saying you were thinking so much about me that you couldn't sleep?
Nothing short of a bullseye.
Shut up. No kidding?
He started to blush and then looked away from me. How could he have been so composed when he did it yesterday, but so embarrassed now? He's strange. Sorry, but I've got work to do here. It was too embarrassing to be in the same room as him. I had to leave for now. I hid away in another room and looked up things. I was so distracted that I remembered none of it. Hey, what are you up to? Not much. Hey, were you in the same department as Mahiro? Yeah, don't tell me you like him. No, that's not what I asked. We're on the same team now, so I was just curious. Oh, well, he acts like a goof sometimes, but he's actually a pretty serious guy. Don't fall for him, though. He turned down girls already. He's got someone he likes, I guess. Oh? That's interesting. I thought for sure he acted the way he did with me, with all his women. Maybe he was being a lot more honest to me than I gave him credit for. I couldn't be in the same room as Mahiro, so I was working alone when a friend came to talk. Do you know who he likes? I guess it's someone that joined the same time as him. He's liked her since training. Speak of the devil.
Here you are. I've been looking for you. Come on.
Huh? Wait a second. Before I knew it, he grabbed me by the arm and quickly dragged me away. It wasn't until we were shut away in the meeting room did he let me go. What's gotten into you? I remembered what happened yesterday, so I put my hands up in defense.
What's that? Are you going to fight someone?
Considering how you attacked me yesterday, I might make it an option.
I'm really sorry about what happened. Something like that will never happen again. I promise.
He put his hands together and bowed down to me, begging for forgiveness. Can I trust you to keep your word?
Look, I'm a guy. If it's just the two of us, of course I'll want to do that. But it's not like I'm after you for just your body or anything. If it happens, I'd want it to be something that both of us want, not just me.
That's not how it looked yesterday.
I know. That's why I'm here asking you to forgive me.
He desperately pled for forgiveness. I couldn't imagine he was lying if he was trying this hard.
I didn't get this so you'd forgive me, but I got something for you.
In his hand rested a fancy little lunchbox. It was packed with fried eggs and meat, plus a tiny hot dog and some other little snacks. To be honest, it looked like something a little girl might make on her first try. Did you make all this? That's when I noticed his outstretched fingers were covered in bandages and scratches.
I know you don't like it when I buy you lunch, so I decided to make you some instead. Also, if you saw it was homemade, you might see how serious I really am and forgive me.
Only if it tastes good.
That's not fair, but I think I did a good job. Try some.
Looking at the little lunchbox, I wondered if he went shopping for it too. I couldn't just let all of his work and food go to waste. Thanks, I'll try a little bit. Eating his handmade lunch felt so much more embarrassing than being treated to dinner. It's actually good. While it didn't look that impressive, it tasted rather delicious.
Right? It took me 10 tries to get the flavor right.
10 tries? That sounds like a lot of work.
It was all for you, so I don't mind.
Why was Mahiro trying so hard just to impress me?
You don't believe me?
I don't know, but at least it tastes good.
I can make it tomorrow too. We could eat it here again.
You will not do such a thing.
What? Why not?
Because I will. What had come over me? The words came out of my mouth before I knew what I was saying.
Really?
Yeah, because I've never given you anything. It won't be homemade though. Don't have the time.
I don't mind. As long as we can eat together, I'd be happy.
He put his arm around my shoulder and pecked my cheek with a kiss.
Sorry, I was just so happy.
Ever since that day, we ate our lunches together in the meeting room.
Hey, are you free this Saturday?
Yeah, why?
Let's go on a date.
A date? We're not a couple or anything.
Then call it marketing research, but on the weekend with just the two of us.
That sounds too much like a date to me. But just working won't be any fun at all.
Does that mean you're okay with it?
Since it's for work, fine.
Whatever the reason, you just made me happy.
He was giddy with excitement, so much, in fact, that I felt it too. But then...
I'm sorry, I can't go tomorrow.
Mahiro abruptly canceled our plans.
I'm so sorry. Something came up and I can't get around it.
That's fine, no worries. I casually shrugged it off, but inside I was more disappointed than I showed. Why was I getting so upset? Did it mean that much to me? And then...
No joke, it really happened.
I can't believe it. When I saw him chatting away with another woman, my heart cringed.
Kiki.
Our eyes met, but I couldn't speak a word. I dashed away as fast as I could. In the end, I had to confront him as we had a meeting scheduled to talk about work.
Hey, are you mad about what happened earlier?
When it was just us remaining in the room, he confronted me. He was talking about when I'd ran away without saying anything. It's not what you think.
But you're thinking more and more about me, aren't you?
He seemed proud of it. Still, I couldn't deny it. Lately, I find myself paying more attention to him. Not to mention, I started to use the perfume he bought me every day.
That perfume.
When his face came closer to sniff it, my heart skipped a beat.
You like citrusy scents, don't you? How did you know, or yeah?
I think we should say, how did you know?
Okay, yeah, that sounds good.
How did you know?
Even without perfume, your hair and skin kind of smell like it. You must be using some sort of citrus soap.
I'm surprised you noticed.
Well, my nose is sensitive, and I notice these things about you. I like cologne, but maybe I should try something new. I could try using it too. That way you'd like me even more.
He caressed my cheek with his palm and stared into my eyes.
Click.
As soon as I heard the door open, I scrambled to stand up.
So here's where you've been hiding.
Yeah, we had a meeting, but it's over now. There was no reason to run away, but I panicked and started putting my things away.
Great. Then would you be able to help me with something for a little bit? I've got a few things I'd like to ask you.
Sure, lead the way. See you later, Mahiro.
Yeah.
He nodded at me, but he seemed a little worried. Was I being rude to him? If Kentaro hadn't come, I might have got carried away in the moment and told Mahiro I liked him. This was an important time in my life. I couldn't put my career at risk by seeing a coworker. I needed to get a grip on my emotions.
Hey, are you even listening?
Oh, sorry. What were you saying again? I couldn't let myself fall apart like this. So, to get any sort of sales, you've got to give management the data that... Back in the office, I was explaining some of the concepts I'd learned to Kentaro. It had also been a while since we just talked to each other, so before we knew it, it was late.
It's already this dark. Oops. Sorry.
It's already this dark? Sorry, Ken, but we need to wrap this up for today.
No, I don't mind. You really taught me a lot today. Thank you.
If you ever need to know anything, just know that I'm available to help you out, okay?
Okay, it really means a lot to me. Thanks so much. Take care.
Heading home early sounded like a good idea today. I must have forgot my memory card back in the meeting room. The room wasn't closed, but I needed it, so I marched all the way there. When I got there...
It's going well. I'm working on developing some new fragrances.
I heard Mahiro's voice, but hesitated to walk into the room. Peeking in through the crack of the door, I saw him talking to someone on the phone.
I'll get it done this time for sure. Last time was a mistake. Don't worry, I'll come through.
Something about it seemed strange. Besides, we weren't supposed to talk about the project with any of the other employees. Could he be talking to someone outside the company? It wasn't the first time I heard him having a suspicious phone call with someone. I'd also seen him when he was handing what looked like confidential papers to a woman. I'll be relieved if it was mistaken, but if he was a spy, I'd have to stop him.
Okay, I'll contact you later. Click.
I pushed open the door after his call was over and walked into the room.
Hey, need something?
No matter how I looked at it, he was clearly panicked. Yeah, I just forgot something.
Oh, okay.
Mahiro,
Are you hiding something from me, or what were you doing here?
I think I should probably say, are you hiding something from me?
Right. Because they're on a team, and it seems like he's
They're,
hiding
yeah.
something.
Are you hiding something from me?
Huh? No, no. I haven't done anything wrong.
His eyes wandered around the room and his voice was unusually quiet. At this point, no matter what he said otherwise, I knew he was hiding something from me. I could tell he wasn't going to tell me anything. If I wanted to stop him, I needed another way. When I got to the office the next morning, Mahiro was already there.
Good morning, or you're here early today.
I don't know, maybe good morning?
No, I think we should say you're here early today. It's more personal.
Okay. You're here early today?
Yeah, I forgot to finish up a few things yesterday.
He closed the lid on his laptop like he didn't want me to see anything. Oh. He was acting very suspicious.
Hey, yesterday, did you... Ring, ring.
His phone began to ring, cutting him short.
Sorry, I'll catch up with you later.
Leaving the room in a hurry, his eyes darted here and there, making sure no one was near. He took the call in the hallway, but he didn't notice that I sneaked close to the door to listen.
I told you not to call me. What are you going to do if we've got found out? That was too close. Yesterday someone might have heard us. What? Tonight? That's so soon.
Something suspicious was definitely going down tonight.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Ken. I couldn't keep listening, so I returned to the office.
I put together some ideas. Could you take a look at them for me?
Sure thing. I took a look at the papers he brought after sitting back down at my desk. That looks great. I'm impressed. Now I know why everyone's talking about you.
Oh, please. It's nothing that good. I'm just an amateur at this.
No, for real. This looks so good that I'd want some for myself. Now all that's left is to consider the cost for the ingredients. Wait, that's not bad at all. I was talking to Ken about his new lipstick idea when Mahiro came back.
Oh.
When he entered the room, he looked at me just for a moment. It was long enough to tell that he wasn't very happy about something. Later that night...
Hey. Now that we got a feel for a project, do you care if we work separate for a while?
No, I don't mind. This was such a tangent from before where he wanted nothing more than to work together. Why would he want to split all of a sudden? I was shocked. What was going on with him? For the time being, we went our separate ways. I would work on the marketing side, and he would work on the design.
See you tomorrow.
Yeah. It was about time to go home. As long as Mahiro wasn't a spy, I had nothing to complain about. But were it true, I would have to convince him to stop somehow. Maybe it was nothing. Maybe stalking him was overreacting. But I did it anyway.
Just, no big deal.
No matter what I told myself, I still had to know. It was far too unnerving to just continue on with my life and ignore it. Mahiro checked out the area around him before plunging into an alley. It wasn't even a shortcut to the train station. Most people would never go through that. Was he trying to stay out of sight? Was he going to meet someone there in secret?
Was he Batman?
I remember the pretty lady he met up before. Was he meeting her in there? Perhaps she was a spy too? Maybe he was actually dating her and planned to use me as a cover. Walking through the dark alley, I could only think of terrible things. When I spotted Mahiro, he was standing outside a hotel. Was this a secret rendezvous? He exchanged some quick words with someone and then headed for the elevator. It went to the 5th floor. Hope I can get there by the stairs. I ran to the emergency exit and took the stairs upward. I nervously moved into the main floor area. Ugh. Suddenly someone had grabbed my arms and covered my mouth.
Your arms?
What was happening to me?
Slam.
I squirmed and struggled, but before I knew it, I was shoved into a room and the door slammed shut. No, this couldn't be happening. What did I get myself into?
Oh no.
What's going on?
What's going to happen? We'll have to find out next time. Maybe he's just meeting his mother who's staying at the hotel.
Maybe, but why a hotel?
Well, maybe he doesn't want her. Maybe he doesn't have room for her to stay with him. Jeez.
True.
Or maybe she doesn't want to stay at his stinky house.
Find out next time.
Well, thanks for watching. If you liked the video, give it a like or comment or subscribe to us.
Yeah, thanks for watching.
Oops. Yeah, goodbye.
See ya.